Let's be honest, if you're running a gym, maybe a boutique studio, or even, your own personal training gig, it could feel like a constant hustle.
Oh, absolutely.
You're battling other options, the daily demands are relentless, and you're always searching for that smart move to really take off, not just kind of get by.
That's so true. There's a ton of energy in the fitness world, but sometimes, yeah, that energy gets scattered. What's fascinating is how often a small, consistent shift can bridge the gap between all that effort and, well, actual measurable growth in your membership numbers and overall revenue.
And that's exactly why this white paper by Jim Thomas really grabbed my attention. He lays out this surprisingly straightforward and honestly budget-friendly idea,
Yeah.
a 5-minute morning sales huddle.
Right.
Now, it might sound almost too simple to make a real difference but the core idea is that this quick daily check-in can kind of supercharge your team's focus, get everyone on the same page, and ultimately give your monthly revenue a serious boost.
Absolutely. What we're looking at here is maximizing impact with, well, minimal investment of time and resources. It's not about adding more to everyone's already packed schedule, right?
Exactly.
Our goal with this deep dive is to really dig into this framework, understand the engine that makes it run, and give you, the listener, whether you're leading a fitness business or just curious about smart operational tactics, a clear roadmap for how you could potentially integrate this into your daily routine.
Okay, let's dive in then. Thomas starts by talking about what he calls the hidden costs of just showing up.
Yeah.
What's the main problem he's pinpointing there?
Well, the fundamental issue, as he sees it, is that many fitness businesses tend to operate reactively.
Reactively. How so?
They unlock the doors, they look after the members who are already there, they address immediate needs as they arise, the day-to-day stuff.
Right, keeping things running.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But while this keeps things moving, it often means that proactive efforts like bringing in new members or re-engaging past members kind of fall by the wayside. Think about those people who walk in wanting information, or the online inquiries that come through, or even, current members whose initial membership period is ending. These are all opportunities to grow that can easily be missed if the team is primarily in service mode, just responding to what's right in front of them.
Right, it's like being so busy handling the immediate tasks that you don't have the bandwidth to actually build for the future.
Yeah.
And the paper draws a contrast, doesn't it, with gyms that are really thriving. What are they doing differently?
Yeah, the key difference seems to be intentionality. Top performing gyms don't just let the day unfold, they actively shape its direction right from the start.
Oh, yeah.
They build in a sense of purpose and structure to ensure that sales and growth are consistent priorities, not just something they think about, at the end of the month when they look at the number.
And this 5-minute huddle is the tool for that.
And this 5-minute morning sales huddle, in Thomas's view, is the most efficient way to build that proactive mindset into the daily rhythm. It's simple, it's quick.
So what makes this particular daily check-in so powerful? Let's break it down. What are the core advantages that the white paper highlights?
Well, there are several interconnected benefits. First and foremost, it really sets the stage for a sales-focused approach.
Okay, sales focused. How?
Instead of just waiting for sales to happen organically, this huddle prompts the team to think proactively. Who are we going to connect with today? Who has an appointment to come in? And crucially, who can we help take that first step towards their fitness goals today?
Ah, so it's asking those direct questions every morning.
Exactly. This daily reinforcement, much like, priming your mind for a task, makes sales a conscious priority rather than a reactive afterthought. Thomas really emphasizes that this consistent mindset shift has a compounding effect on how effectively you convert leads and handle inquiries over time.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like a daily reminder of the growth objective, putting it front and center.
Yeah.
What's the second major benefit he points out?
The second is that it fosters accountability without being overbearing.
Accountability without micromanagement. That's a tricky balance.
It is. But by making sales a regular topic within the team, every single day it shifts away from sales performance being just a review of numbers on a spreadsheet at the end of the month.
Right, which can feel quite pressured or distant.
Yeah. The huddle includes a quick look at daily targets, acknowledging successes, and importantly, identifying any potential challenges or shortfalls right away. This keeps everyone aware of the sales goals and their role in achieving them, creating a sense of shared ownership and engagement without needing constant, top-down management.
I can see how that regular, quick touch point would keep things on track without feeling like someone's constantly looking over your shoulder. Now, the fitness world talks a lot about team culture. How does this daily huddle contribute to that?
Yeah, that's the third key benefit he mentions. It builds stronger team bonds and boosts morale.
Okay, that's huge in this industry.
It really is. The fitness industry, as the paper points out, can experience quite a bit of staff turnover. So, a daily huddle offers a consistent opportunity to nurture a strong team culture. It's a chance to celebrate those smaller wins that might otherwise go unnoticed.
Like someone handling a tricky inquiry well.
Exactly. Or offer support to colleagues and reinforce a shared sense of mission. It reframes sales from being seen as maybe an individual high-pressure effort to more of a collective team goal. That shift can significantly lift morale and create a more supportive atmosphere.
That feeling of everyone pulling in the same direction can be incredibly valuable, I bet. And the paper also mentioned something about catching problems early. How does it do that?
Precisely. The fourth benefit is that it brings potential issues to light before they significantly impact your revenue.
Ah, the early warning system.
Kind of, yeah. Because it's a daily check-in, any snags, whether it's a bottleneck in your process for following up with leads, maybe a consistent challenge with a particular sales conversation, or even a pattern of no-shows for appointments, they become apparent much, much earlier than they would in just a monthly review.
So you can actually fix it before it costs you members or money.
Exactly. This early visibility allows for quick adjustments and problem solving, preventing those unwelcome surprises when you look at your numbers at the end of the month.
Okay, the why behind this is pretty clear. It sounds quite compelling. Now let's get into the how-to. The white paper stresses that this is a simple 5-minute format. Can you walk us through what each of those 5 minutes typically involves? Seems quick.
It is. It's designed to be very efficient. No fluff, no wasted time or unnecessary discussion. So minute 1 is all about setting the daily sales target.
Okay, just get straight to the point.
Straight to it. This means clearly stating what the team aims to achieve that day. As the paper suggests, this could be something concrete like, okay team, let's aim to sign up 3 new members and book 5 introductory sessions today. They even recommend using a visible whiteboard so everyone can see these targets throughout the day.
Keeps the focus sharp, literally. Yeah. Okay, good. What's the agenda for minute 2?
Minute 2 is for a quick review of key performance indicators, or KPIs, from the previous 24 hours.
So, looking back briefly.
Yeah, just a brief rundown of how many sales were closed, how many appointments were booked, and maybe any follow-up actions that were completed. A simple example might be, yesterday, 2 new signups, booked 4 appointments, and had 1 person not show up.
Okay.
This is also the time to identify the most important action items from your sales pipeline. You know, that list of potential new members for the current day. Who needs a call back today?
Got it. So a quick look back and a clear focus forward. What about minute 3? I imagine it's important to keep the energy levels up, right?
Absolutely, you nailed it. Minute 3 is dedicated to celebrating a win or highlighting something positive.
Nice. What kind of things?
Could be anything, really. Acknowledging a team member's effort on a particular interaction, sharing a quick success story, maybe someone overcoming an objection, reading a positive comment or review from a member, or even highlighting a client who's making great progress.
Connecting it back to the impact.
Exactly. Like, hey, great job, Sarah. On your persistence with that follow-up, it really paid off. This is vital for reinforcing positive behaviors and building that positive team environment.
Yeah, a little recognition can definitely go a long way. Okay, minute 3 is positivity. What's the focus of minute 4?
Minute 4 is all about addressing any roadblocks, removing obstacles.
Okay, practical stuff.
Very practical.
Yeah.
This is where the team leader asks directly, does anyone need help with anything? It's an opportunity for team members to voice any challenges they're encountering. Maybe they're stuck on a certain type of lead.
And what happens then?
Well, the paper suggests even doing some brief on-the-spot coaching in this moment, maybe a quick role play of a challenging sales conversation, just 30 seconds. It's also a chance to share resources or new ideas, like suggesting everyone try a slightly different opening line on their calls that day, maybe test something out.
So a rapid problem-solving session, basically. Okay. And finally, how does the huddle wrap up in minute 5?
Minute 5 is all about closing with energy and renewed focus.
And on a high note.
Exactly. This involves restating the overall mission, something like, all right, everyone, let's go out there and help people achieve their fitness goals today. It's about energizing the team with encouraging words, maybe something like, remember, every no just gets us closer to a yes. Let's go make it happen.
Get them fired up.
Yeah, the aim is for everyone to leave feeling motivated and really clear on what they need to accomplish that day.
That sounds like a really well-structured and crucially efficient way to kick off the day. The white paper also includes some bonus tips, doesn't it? To really maximize the impact of these huddles. What are some of the key recommendations there?
Yeah, there are several crucial points for making it stick. First, consistency is paramount, non-negotiable.
Every single day.
Every single day. It needs to become a daily routine happening at the same time every morning, whether it's before the doors open or as part of a pre-shift briefing. No excuses.
Okay. What else?
Second, getting everyone on board is essential. Full team buy-in.
Not just the sales team.
No, absolutely not. This shouldn't just be for your sales staff, your front desk team, your trainers, really. Anyone who interacts with potential or current members should be involved. Everyone plays a role.
Right, because anyone can influence a sale or retention.
Precisely. The paper also recommends rotating who leads the huddle.
Oh, interesting. Why?
Well, it can empower different team members, it helps build their leadership skills, and it fosters a greater sense of shared ownership over the process and the goals.
That's smart. Any other tips?
Yeah, a couple more. Using visual aids like that whiteboard we mentioned earlier, or maybe a shared digital tracker, can help keep sales goals visible throughout the day. And finally, even incorporating incentives like friendly team competitions or small rewards tied to achieving targets discussed in the huddle can further boost motivation and make it a bit more fun.
Those are some really practical suggestions to ensure the huddle becomes a real habit and actually delivers the intended results. Now, the white paper touches on something interesting: why so many gyms might be overlooking this seemingly simple strategy. What's the common misconception it points out?
While the most frequent misbelief, according to Thomas, is that many gym owners and managers believe their primary challenge is a marketing issue.
We just need more leads.
Exactly. They often think that if they just invest more in advertising, maybe run more social media ads, more potential members will magically appear and sign up.
But that's not always the core problem.
Often not. The paper argues that the real bottleneck is frequently in how effectively they handle the opportunities they already have.
The execution part.
Yes, the sales execution. They might be generating leads, perhaps even a good number, but those leads aren't being consistently followed up with or nurtured properly. Maybe people who walk in wanting information aren't effectively converted.
Where they fall through the cracks.
Exactly. Or potential members might lose interest because the follow-up isn't timely or engaging enough. So we're talking about those days where everyone's busy with classes and training, but at the end of the day, you realize, no new members actually joined today,
Yeah.
despite having inquiries.
So it's really more about maximizing the potential of the leads and opportunities you already have, rather than just focusing solely on generating more.
Precisely. The white paper emphasizes that before you go pouring more money into your marketing budget, it's absolutely crucial to ensure that your team is consistently and effectively executing on those sales fundamentals every single day.
And the huddle helps cement that daily execution.
And that's precisely what the 5-minute huddle helps to achieve. And the best part, as you said earlier, it requires basically no additional financial investment, just 5 minutes of focused time.
That's a powerful point. It's a low-cost, potentially high-impact solution focused squarely on internal effectiveness. So pulling it all together, what's the core takeaway that Jim Thomas wants to leave with readers regarding this 5-minute huddle?
I think the central message is that this brief daily meeting is much more than just a, feel-good team activity or another meeting for meeting's sake.
It's got a strategic purpose.
It absolutely does. It's a fundamental building block for creating a culture that's focused on achieving results. And let's face it, in the highly competitive and often tight-margin fitness industry, consistently bringing in new members and increasing revenue is essential for long-term success, isn't it?
Definitely. Survival and growth depend on it.
Right. So the huddle helps to cultivate a gym environment where every single team member understands the mission, comes to work with energy and a clear sense of purpose, and feels responsible, truly responsible, for contributing to the overall sales objectives.
It really paints a picture of a more aligned, energized, and proactive team.
Yeah.
So for our listener who's sitting there thinking, okay, this sounds interesting, maybe even doable, what's the immediate action you'd recommend based on this?
It's really simple and immediate. Start tomorrow morning. Seriously.
Right.
Set aside just 5 minutes before the day truly gets underway, before the first class or client.
Just dive in.
Just dive in. No excuses. Try it for a week, maybe 2. Observe the impact this small daily ritual can have on your team's focus, their energy, and ultimately your business's performance.
So a simple 5-minute daily habit. It's definitely a compelling idea. And as you, the listener, are considering this, maybe take a moment to think about how this framework could potentially fit into your specific business context.
Yeah, how would it look for you?
Right. And beyond just the numbers, the sales targets,
Mm.
how might having a more aligned and energized team impact the overall experience for your members? And what could that mean for the long-term growth of your business? That's something worth pondering, I think.
Definitely a deeper impact there.
And if you are interested in exploring this further, maybe you want some expert guidance on building stronger sales systems or boosting revenue, Jim Thomas and his company, FM Consulting, are presented as a valuable resource. You can find more information at their website, which is www.fmconsulting.net.
That's fmconsulting.net.
Or you can reach them directly by phone as well. The number provided is 214-629-7223.
Worth checking out if you want to take this kind of system to the next level.
Absolutely. A small change, potentially a big impact.